Hi everyone, I'm back with another video in the Akashic Records series. I was trying to find my tree that I usually go and sit with, but I entered this park through another entrance and I can't find it. Anyway, look at what they did. I really hate when people do that stuff to trees. Anyway, let me focus now on what I want to talk about. I actually want to talk about something that I mentioned in video number 14. Do the Akashic Records show every reader the same thing? And I want to elaborate a little bit on that because I never really think of these topics in advance. I just start recording and every day something will come up that needs to be mentioned in this Akashic Records series. And today I want to talk a little bit more about that video that I did, number 14 in this series. The Akashic Records are not going to show everybody the same thing. So a lot is going to depend on the belief system that you have as a reader, the belief system that you have, and the consciousness level that you have as a reader, as somebody that is an Akashic Records reader, you just simply as a person meditating, trying to connect with the Akashic Records, whatever, you as a person. So also, times throughout history, people were not getting the same information throughout history. So somebody that was connecting with the Akashic Records, let's say maybe in the Middle Ages, some probably were getting high frequency information, but a lot of people were not getting the information that we are getting now about, for instance, the galactic stuff. That's a lot of stuff like that is only starting to come up recently, even within the psychic community. And you can see this when you look at, just look at the 90s, for instance. I grew up going to like psychic fairs, paranormal events and stuff like that because my mom is also psychic, and I was privileged enough, I guess, to go with her to a lot of these different events. And I started going to a lot of these psychic fairs on my own once I was a little bit older. And that was in the 90s and early 2000s. So the early 2000s, and a lot of these psychics were like the typical mediums that were talking about having contact with like dead relatives, stuff like that. So it was all very different, I feel. And now there, of course, back then there were already people in the Akashic Records talking about galactic stuff, talking about non-Earth stuff, but I feel like that is all stuff that these last 10 years has really exploded. It has really exploded. All the galactic stuff, the information is just a lot more people seem to be accessing this stuff spontaneously, whereas in the past this was way more difficult. It was not as easy to access because the frequency of the collective was not ready to receive this information, if that makes sense. So different information came through in different times in history. I'm reading off of this paper here. So a lot of the times in the Akashic Records, like in the 90s, or like let's say a few decades ago, if you would have gone to an Akashic Records reader, I'm not saying that they weren't gonna give you galactic information, but not like now. You can go to a lot of Akashic Records readers are going to be able to give you this information because they will have awakened to that part of their consciousness, and they are going to be using their consciousness as a filter to then kind of translate the information that is coming through to you. And you're always gonna be, I think, a match for the information that comes through and the person that's going to be giving you the information. Is there anything that I'm missing off of my little list here? Not really. And there is a lot of stuff that is changing. The way that the Akashic Records are being revealed to people is changing. like the way that I talk about it, as time being non-linear, time not really existing beyond the third dimension. More psychics, I think, are starting to see it that way. And a few decades ago, past lives were the terms that were used. If you would have tried to explain to the majority of people in the spiritual community, time doesn't exist, your past lives are actually all aspects of your multidimensional self existing parallel to you right now, not too many people would have been ready for that truth, I think, but that is the way it is. And now a lot more people are going to be able to hear that, I think. And it is the same with a lot of the information that is established, that's kind of established online in all these videos that you see in the spiritual community. A lot of concepts such as the starseed concepts, the twin flame concepts. There are a lot of different nuances and layers to those concepts that are only now starting to come out, because there are different levels of ascension. There's different information that is being released depending on what you are ready for in your ascension journey. You cannot just receive all of this right away, because you would be fried. So it is gradually being released, and you are always going to be a harmonic resonance with the reader that you are drawn to, and the information that they are going to bring to you through their vessel, that they are going to translate through source, mother, father, God, creator, for you. So you're always going to be a match for the person that's going to give you this information. So yeah, the medicine that you are ready for basically is what they will have for you. So when you look at it that way, there are not really good readers or bad readers. I have other videos on that, so go check those out. But you're always going to be a match for the stuff that is ready for you. So if you feel drawn to me, for instance, then it is because I'm going to be able to give you the information in a way that you are going to be able to receive it and activate within yourself the truth of your own soul memories, your akashic records, because that is really all that I do. I activate it for you. I don't give you anything new. I give you the stuff that I sense in your field that is already yours. And that is what each energy reader does for you. They're going to give you the stuff that is available for them to access, to then give back to you. So that's it for today. That's just a little information on how I see energy, how Akashic Records readers access energy. There are 4 or 5 more videos left in this series. Go check out all the older videos. If you want an Akashic Records reading, they are on sale for 2 more days. 2 more days, I believe. Then they're gonna go back up. So yeah, let me know if you're interested, and I will be back with more videos soon. Bye bye.